All right. Hi. So, this is kind of falling a little bit, but that's all right. So, this is my hairstyle for ancient Greece. We are focusing on the Mycenaean period, which would be sort of the Minoans is what this look is, basically. Tendrils in the front, tendrils in the back, big bun, lots of head jewelry, things and that nature, stuff and things. Helen of Sparta. So, first things first, moisturize my face. Now, I'm going to go ahead in with some Maron White and just do cross hatches everywhere. Glad this is a quick look. I already did this video once over, but unfortunately for me, my computer is stupid. So, whoever's watching this, besides my professor, I apologize in advance for the lighting. Gonna be like the quickest face look I've ever done in my entire life. Took about an hour, which is way less time than any other face look. But this time it's gonna take way less because I don't have to do the hair. The women also had this going on. The eyeshadow. Women of this culture, it was in regards to high status, was what this look was. Going over my brows a little bit with some white. Cross hatching. So this was supposed to be like a white lead paint, but instead we are using Maron and regular moisturizer instead of olive oil. Honey was also a cosmetic that was used during this time period, as well as red pigments and natural pigments like red ochre. I'm assuming probably the women didn't just paint their faces, so I'm going to do the neck a little bit too. Just a very fine base here. See what it looks like. All right, now next thing I'm gonna do is go in with my Cruise body paint and draw some suns. I might not look exactly at the camera for this, but it's okay. The suns were important in Spartan culture. Okay, so now we're going to go in and fill these in. This is so much easier the second time around now that I know what I am doing. Just little dots around for the rays coming off the sun. think this would have been a look more so for like the women of the time period who were rich, like Helen would have been, have time to actually put makeup on during the day. Also these cosmetic products, the actual ones used during this era, were like really expensive. So also, if you notice, this kind of looks like Princess Padme from now we're doing the lips. Princess Padme from Star Wars. If I remember correctly, I was talking to a friend today about doing this look, and she pointed out, she's like, yeah, this is one of the inspirations that they used for this look. Ancient Greek culture. They used several other different cultures as well as influences, but apparently this was one of them. It's like a pretty bold lip, but to tone it down a little bit, I'm gonna mix some white in there. And also, if I can find it, my other palette has some pink. Gonna overlay that to get the right shade, because I don't think natural reds would have been quite this red. Close, maybe, but not quite this red. And I'm just gonna go in with my Marron and edge my lips. Now, eyebrows too, while I'm at it. Maybe a little white here. Ooh, shit. Eee. Okay, it's pretty good. Crazy how makeup was like so expensive then, and now like it's still expensive, but you can buy simpler products that pretty much do the same thing that others do. Also, I think it's funny that this was a look that was in vogue. So we're almost done. Next thing we're gonna do is use some NYX Epic Wear waterproof liquid eyeliner in black, because women during this time period painted their eyes with charcoal or coal ringed eyes, which is another natural substance. It's funny, the ancient Egyptians also did this. It's just gonna go in, paint a thin black line along the top. Oh, I need to fix that. And I will in just a second. This makeup is really messy. Okay, did my bottom line. Okay. Ooh, this hurts a little bit. Okay. Now, real quick, I'm gonna fix this. Gotta go in and like basically erase what I just did with this red. I can't believe I did that. I have a scrap of fabric here. I'm just going to wipe that section off and very quickly redo that. Find my white again. So apparently the priestesses like wore a lot of looks like this. Other women of high status. This was a very like ceremonial look. This was also the time period before women could be on stage, so men might have worn this on stage, I'm assuming, depending. But this was the era that Helen of Troy was alive, so presumably she would have looked something like this. So, next thing I'm gonna do is take more of my red body paint, go in and fix what I did from before. That's better. And then go in with some white body paint. Just make sure that I've covered up all those extra spots that I screwed up before. And we're at 11 minutes, so I am almost done with this look. Real quick now, the next thing I'm going to do is take this, because the women used kohl on their eyebrows as well. And instead of going in with a powder, I'm just going to go in with this, because you were able to mix charcoal with olive oil. And I'm going to pretty much gently thread this through my brows. Okay. As far as I know, the unibrow did not come in fashion technically for Grecian women until like the classical Greek period. So we're not going to do a unibrow. They might have had them. Who knows? Not going to do it. So now I want to set this really fast. If I can get this Maron setting powder out of here. With some Maron setting powder, it's very lightly going to go over, oh, that happened. My face with this. Move that up real quick. This is one of the most messiest makeup looks, without a doubt, that I have ever done. I have to keep going back in and redoing the white. Unfortunately. So, next I'm gonna real quick set with some NYX HD finishing powder. And I'm probably going to have to go in again real quick and fix that. Where'd my thing go? I'm going to go in with some body paint, because the body paint seems like it's working better in some ways than the Maron is right now. I don't know why. I think it's just better coverage, possibly. just to be safe, I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender and do a little mirror on here. Then the other side, some of that. Where's my other stuff? Okay. All right. Now, to finish out the look, I am just going back in with some more of the HD powder that I'm setting it with. This technically is banana, but it works, and it seems like it's actually making it a lot easier. Now, one last thing I'm going to do is just go in, if I can find it, with a darker shade of some eyeshadow and go in and hit these bad boys with that to set them. And that's the look. Ancient Greek women, Helen of Troy. And hair decorations, bun, tendrils, twists in the front. All right. See ya.